Welcome to the Psychedelic News Network, where you get your daily dose of the 70s action news. With your host, Nathaniel Richards. And your co-host, Mickey Allen. Sports with John Maxwell. And entertainment news, Scott Martinez.
Today's top story, the coverage of the Kent State shootings. Earlier this week, on May 1st, 1970, about 500 students came to protest at Kent State University, following President Nixon's address on sending more troops to Cambodia. The following days had riots and protesting against the war. On May 4th, 1970, troops were ordered to push back and disperse the protesters. When the troops were withdrawn, bystanding students making their way to classes were mistaken by troops as a violent, rallying crowd of protesters and fired upon them. In 13 seconds and 67 bullets, 4 students were killed and 9 students were injured, all of whom were full-time students.
In other news, during the 1972 Olympics in Munich, Germany, 9 Israeli athletes were kidnapped by the Palestinian terrorist group called the Black September. They were kidnapped in the Olympic Village and were brought to the airport where a gun battle between the police and terrorists, and sadly the terrorists blew up the helicopter with the hostages still inside. The gun battle ended with deaths of all the kidnapped athletes, 4 of the terrorists and police officers. It was a bloody day indeed.
On a more serious note, throughout the 70s, we can truly feel the destructive and terrible aftermath of the hippie movement. The hippie culture has become increasingly more integrated into our culture, such as the use of the drugs LSD and cannabis. The development and evolution of acid rock has brought such bands as Jimi Hendrix, the Rolling Stones, and Led Zeppelin. The youth following of the hippie lifestyle has planted the evil seed of corruption in the idea of free love, peace, and community. The joint smoking movement has been viewed as many as a plague upon the innocent, moral, decent, law-abiding, church-going, patriotic Americans. God bless America.
Indeed.
Today at a local nightclub, a few celebrities were found dancing the night away. When we questioned them about why they were there, we found that they were preparing for a benefit concert coming soon. Such legendary 70s bands as Boston, Led Zeppelin, Journey, Kiss, The Bee Gees, Pink Floyd, Queen, The Rolling Stones, Rush, Cream, Eric Clapton, Styx, The Who, Steve Miller Band, and the Vienna Boys Choir. The benefit concert will be in Madison Square Garden and will turn out a huge showing. The benefit goes towards the relief of refugees from East Pakistan because of the Liberation War. The concert will begin at noon and will last until noon the very next day. That will be on the 1st of August. Tickets will be sold for $35 at Madison Square Garden. Each of these bands are looking forward to seeing your enthusiasm in their cause. This is Scott Martinez, your entertainment news reporter. Thank you, and good night.
We're here with Mick Jagger and Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones. How does it feel to be here, guys?
Thanks, it's great to be here.
My first question is, how does it feel to be rock stars?
Feels pretty good, not much more to say. Go to the show, you leave the show, that's how you get the job done.
It's awesome because I get all the babes I want, I mean it. I can hook you up if you want.
No thanks. I'm happily married with 3 children, 2 dogs, and a fish named Eric. How do you guys get around in public?
I do sort of a twist and spin.
Those are very nice moves. I have a question now for Keith. Are all the band involved all the time in the recording studio?
Basically everyone's there to cut the tracks, and after that, Mick and me are left to do it. Yeah.
Very nice. Now Mick, how do you usually start your day?
Well, I start with a few vocal exercises. Then I take a shower. And I go and do whatever I like.
Nice. I hear you have taken management of the band. Is this true?
Yep, the band's manager, Alan Klein, hadn't been doing a very good job with management. So we decided that I should do it.
Nice. Now Keith, I've heard you were arrested in Toronto for having 22 grams of cocaine. My bad. Heroin.
It's completely escaped my mind. I suppose.
How does it feel to be known as the top guitarist in history?
I feel jazzed about it. I always believed when I was a wee child, growing up in Dartford, that I could be great, and I'm happy that I've gotten to where I am.
Well, that's about the time all we have, but before we go, can I ask you guys something? Can you guys play a song for me?
Sure, I guess. For you.